Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel, and today I am super duper excited because I'll be checking out ILY's latest release with My Color, the music video for an all. Now, as some of you may know, when I first got into ILY, it's due to some of the members coming off of GP999, of course, but then they truly took me by surprise when they came through with their live stage performance of their amazing B-side, Azalea. Just the swift choreography, singing from their hearts and all. It really brought back a time that is not captured often, and these days I would say it's ILY and Chasarang who's truly doing it justice. Just that style of music where all the members are singing from their hearts, the sincerity, the purity, and all. And we got a lot of that from their previous release of Twinkle Twinkle, where I got hints of A-Pink, Lovely's influence and all, and especially specifically Oh My Girl's Secret Garden kind of influence within that song. And it happened to be the likes of Stephen Lee and others who's been working with Oh My Girl happened to work on that song as well, the whole collective and all. So that makes me wonder, what route is My Color gonna take by ILY? Surely quite similarly, but pivoting slightly and all. I just know that we gotta support ILY even more to the best of our abilities this time around, because there's a lot of growing concerns on SNS that this could be their last if it's not successful enough, you know what I'm saying? So let's support ILY all the way. But hey, without further ado, let's just dive into the music video now. Alright, so brought it up here, My Color by ILY. Unfortunately, English captions are not readily available, but I'll try my very best to hear out the song in full. Let's go. Oh. Ooh, these keys, yeah. The string work there. Oh my, Rona. Oh, wow, I'm already loving this, guys, because they're truly bringing back an early era of G-Friend in this one. Ririka. This pre-chorus. Here we go. Yes. Oh my. Just the rush that you get in this song of nostalgia, yet innocence, the sincerity in the vocal work, it's everything. Wow. Even with this chord progression with the keys. Here we go again with Ririka. The spiraling strings. Wow. Every time when we're hit with the chorus, truly taking me back down memory lane. Oh my. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. This is the climax that we've been waiting for. Man, I really love Nayu this era too. Wow, My Color by ILY, everyone. Where do I even begin with My Color by ILY? This truly got me reminiscent of like the early days of G-Friend, I've got to say. That's crazy to say right here and right now, considering like their previous release. I was like, yeah, this got me reminiscent of the early days Secret Garden, Oh My Girl, and now it's more specifically early days of G-Friend, a little bit of hints of Laboom in the mix too, and just how the chord progression goes. It truly takes that style, everyone, you know what I'm saying? But what would have really topped it and made this song even more, probably if it came through with some anthemic moments. But aside from that, hey, I am not complaining. They did justice to the style that we truly known over the years back in the day. And I love how they're just continuing this path, and what Chasarang is doing right now. They're continuing the path of doing the stylistic music, but just pivoting it ever so slightly, you know what I'm saying? And just the characteristics of this kind of style, the spiraling strings, you know what I'm saying? That gives you sort of that leap of faith feeling that you get in this song. The bright keys within the chord progression with the keyboard work and all. What's there not to love? You know what I'm saying? So let me actually first search up who's working behind this song, right? Because, you know, you never know the possibilities of the same people who've worked with G-Friend, the iconic duo and all. Okay, so it's not them. We have a lot of familiar names. First, we have Chancellor. Chancellor being under Kang Daniel's label. Amazing singer-songwriter, solo R&B artist, and all. Love seeing him come into play. Wow. We even got Jeongyeon. Jeongyeon has worked on, I can't remember specifically, but has worked with Triple S and their subunits in the past before. And also, let me actually see what else Jeongyeon has actually worked on, because very familiar. Would You by Red Velvet, Lionheart by Girls' Generation, as well as Only One by Girls' Generation. Now, sure, Jeongyeon has not worked on Into the New World by Girls' Generation by SNSD, that iconic, legendary song that really paved the way for many girl groups that we are seeing here today. But I can't be the only one hearing hints of that during the bridge, am I right? So that's a nice surprise. Jeongyeon in the mix as well. We got January 8th as well, who's worked on Paper Star by Rocket Punch, has worked on various early day songs with the likes of Goo Goo Dan, with the likes of Laboom too. So I'm getting those influences within My Color, everyone. Kim Suji, all familiar names to me, pretty much everyone, and has worked with a ton of SM or Hybe artists, the likes of N hyphen and all. So huge credits, I've got to admit, very extensively. It seems like the A&R or whoever's behind the scenes really took the due diligence and find the right people for this song. In fact, you know, distributed maybe more of the budget for that than the MV. Of course, as some of us may know, they're trying to save funds by switching to a website instead of Twitter and such, if I recall correctly. But staying more so on track here, right? My Color, the bridge, I get some hints of Into the New World by SNSD, which is crazy to say because for Shining Bright, I had hints of that SNSD influences as well and all. But My Color, we're gonna break down more of the instrumentation, the overall instrumentation, and process what is going on in this song, and point out moments that I truly loved within this. Like, the powerful innocence is truly strong within this one. But let's just continue and dive back into it right away. Just the beginning of this song, when it kicks off, I'm like, yes, I know I'm gonna love this. I know. You hear those keyboard chords being played out, I'm like, yes. Because later on, they turn into more so bright keys. Hints of the strings. I wouldn't strings or synth strings either, or more so strings. And then we get this very eye-opening moment with Rona, right, if I recall correctly, and it's very powerful. It's very majestic, in fact, this line within verse 1, everyone. And then, right away, I love how it transitions into this moment, right? The very powerful part of this kind of style of music, there's a bit of like a storytelling factor to it, you feel me? And this is where it comes into play. Because the storytelling factor is just how it builds and builds momentum until we hit the climax, you know what I'm saying? We get a little bit of the preview of what we're getting. We go from the bottom, we start from the bottom, and then we go all the way to the top of the climax within this song, right? So arrangement-wise, it's very on point, on par. Ririka, we get that rush, the synth strings being held there during the pre-chorus here. I do like how we get her back in the chorus though afterwards, I believe, with Nayu. There we go. Woo. Right away. Chapter. Yeah, Nayu. Bit of an instrumental breakdown, you know what I'm saying? The amplifying guitar work. Or more so riff work. There's the spiraling strings again. See what I'm saying? It's this sort of storytelling factor. It's not so linear per se though, right? It's more so of a carnival trip and ride that's like, you know, more so trampoline and all before they just keep playing with us, you know, with our hearts and all before we get to the climax. The snapping too, oh my goodness. Oh, the song is just so powerful with the emotional weight being put into it. The drum kit work. I can appreciate how the scenes are quite unique from one another too. Not scenes that I've seen in the past before in other MVs. You hear that? Dun dun dun. But it doesn't kind of dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? Dun dun dun. There's just that hint of Into the New World. I can't be the only one feeling that way. Listen. It's in the back there. Like, sure, there is in the forefront, there's that keyboard work that is in the forefront, but then there's like dun 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 in the back, you know? This is a crazy bridge, I've got to admit. One of their best bridges today. Love the vocal moments here. The swift choreography work, yet elegant with it. Wow. Now imagine if like there ends up being a lot of recognition for my color or just the ILY in general. Man, we would have great value within the MV as much as the production in the song, you feel me? And that would be sort of a match made in heaven that would draw a lot of people's attention and all, right? And I've said this in the past before, and I'm gonna say it again, you know, it's not necessarily bad to bring back classic styles and signature styles back in the day and bring it back now, because sure, you know, I guess some people maybe it was just like it wasn't necessarily commonly done. It's just that these days people are looking at what's trending and what's cool and what's next, you know what I'm saying, and all, but I just feel like this kind of style cannot be necessarily overdone at all, you know what I'm saying? And also this kind of style is very mistaken for bubblegum pop for some reason, right? So it's like, if anything, let's keep it this way. Let ILY and Chasarang do their thing. And even future groups, if they want to do this, by all means, do it. But do it the right way with these certain kind of characteristics. The bright keys, the chord progression, the storytelling factor, the earnesty, the sincerity in the vocal work, you know what I'm saying? The overall vocal arrangement. Have a great bridge. Most importantly, have the vocal work in the climax for that peak moment that we've been waiting for, right? So ILY really check marks all those boxes, except for the anthemic factor, I've got to admit, but it's not necessary for this particular song, I've got to admit. But everyone, let me know your thoughts. I think this is a strong 9 out of 10. In fact, this is my favorite title track by ILY to date, everyone. Without a doubt, I think this is my favorite release so far by them. And let's help out ILY all the way, stream the song, watch the music video through and through, over and over, because they deserve a lot more recognition. And I really want to see this group thrive, because like I said about Oh My Girl's story back in the day, you know, they're coming through with their own signature style, and it's sort of a pivoting kind of style from what like the likes of Lovelyz has done, right? The likes of what Gekjin has done and all. But it only took, you know, eventually one release to lift them off the ground, you know what I'm saying? And to, you know, get more resources and to be able to put out new music and even elevate their signature sound and do cool concepts and have great production work in their music videos and all. So it's just like, we just gotta give ILY more time, more releases, so they can gain more of that recognition and love. But you know, it has to happen now, everyone, with My Color and all. So be sure to like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts. It goes a long way if you do. It helps out the channel a lot. I can't reiterate that enough. Take care as always. This has been Garrison, and peace.